Well, welcome back to Liberty Lion Farm. Happy 4th of July. I'm going to show you another quite significant rain event that has happened on the soil here in South Burlington, Vermont. This is 2013. As you can see from the first video to the second, this one packs a little more of a force. I would say it rained for maybe, 2 hours, maybe an hour and a half, and we're looking at about, 2 inches of rain that happened on top of, everything that's gone on. So just, yeah. Coming back and, yeah. This is just pretty hard to take as a farmer, and just really scary as a human in this time that we're just like left with like this existence, It's just really sad, the spot we're in. And I just kind of speechless on just the power of what we're kind of experiencing, And this is global, and it's different at the same time the Southwest is drying up. And how fragile of a system is the Southwest, Just, and how fragile of a system is it up here? I mean, water, it's just, we've been destroyed with water. Up in Burlington, the Intervale farming community has been destroyed just year after year, 3 years in a row, 4 years. I mean, it's just, we've got things so backwards right now. And the water's here just to show us the path of what we're supposed to do, the easiest path. Water flows, water takes the easiest route. So when you get a lot of water, it just shows you kind of the systems that weren't working, The systems that weren't letting the flow of nature take course, because ultimately that's going to be the most beneficial and sustaining for us, right, as humans. It's just the flow of it. So we're going to let this flow. I think in the past 6 weeks we've experienced, probably, maybe not everyday rain, but I would say, out of the last 50 days, maybe 40 days of rain. I've been saying it's the most rain in, 400 years? I don't even know how they can calculate that, I can just throw out a number for you from the scientists out there. Yeah, it's most rain in 400 years, folks, but, we ain't doing anything about it. Yeah, sorry, we're going to wait till it's too late, till the collapse is on. And, what's the most painful thing about this is that we're so temporary on the earth. We only live 80 years tops. We pass this earth on. We pass this to future generations. We're not alone in how we do it, how we consume. I mean, it's just, look at this. Off my field? Off my vegetable field? How do you justify this? How do we justify this to our grandkids? How do we justify this to our children? How do we justify this to all of the animals and everything in the world that we're living with? How do we justify it? If you had a conversation with all of them, I don't think they'd be very happy. They're not happy. And I don't think you could justify any of this. This makes no sense whatsoever. A system, an economy that makes money off of sickness is destructive. And a society that doesn't concentrate its resources on health and well-being is just foolish at this time. We're consciously choosing our path. As a society, how can we consciously choose to destroy ourselves anymore? How can we let these systems that have been placed because there's no one to blame. It's the systems at this point. How can we continue to let them run? You know, time is running up. It's time's up. Here it is. The revelation's on us. Look at it. You know, this is not normal right here. What you saw in my field is not normal. But unfortunately, it's the new normality. You know, it's the future. And like, who's gonna stand up to say something? Who's gonna move? Like the people of the earth. It's the calling. And it's right now, it's this time. You know, we have no choice but to stand up and act. Because what we're faced with on the other side is just so catastrophic. And just so full of suffering. And that's not what the human experience is about. We're here to flow and to enjoy each other's company, to do good work and good service. And right now, as a collective, we're not serving properly. So we just have to get back to balance, but it's going to take a lot of people coming together and working together to achieve that balance. And so it's got to start from somewhere, and it's food systems. It has to be food systems, it has to be medicinal systems that are in place first to be resilient to withstand all of this stuff. It has to be food systems. You know, that's where we're going to come from. You know, that's how we have control over our destiny, you know, over our health, is our food, our land. So again, on this Independence Day of our nation, think of what patriotism truly means. Think of where we're going. What does it mean to serve your country? Be patriotic. Think for your grandchildren in the world. This is world patriotism. We're all world citizens. You know, nation state's a fallacy. We all know this. Oneness is the only thing. You know, if we're not working towards oneness, we're working towards division, separation. And at this point, we can't anymore. You know, not when we're faced with all of this, we can't work with separation anymore. We have to unite together on the land. Thanks for joining again. Happy 4th of July. Signing off.